Buenos días, buenos tardes, buenos noches, a todos y todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And we have another North American Reboot Cup match, last of the week between Nolok and Resilence. And I'm going to be accompanied by none other than Nine Naw. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. This match should be pretty much exactly what we hope for. Here on Dead Before Dawn, which has kind of been flavor of the month, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to get to see. For example, this 76% tank is definitely hot on my mind, but first things first, we got the Jockey Smoker Charger. Smoker into the Jockey. Charger nowhere to be found in the hit. Smoker pull back 3 boom targets. They will be able to get the clear eventually. And we've got, 3% hit. It feels kind of like the norm lately. More damage coming out though. Friendly fire, common scratches, they're down to 95.9.
Yeah, that was actually not a lot of the special infected did much of the damage there, but a lot of commons from that boom coming on does equal up to a pretty good amount as this charger looks like he wanted to try to find something in the back, and he's gonna walk it in from the rear. Hunter's gonna come from the front. Hunter actually lands. The jockey lands. The charger misses, but gets a punch onto Coach. The jockey rides for a bit. And there was a lot of common infected on the survivors when that SI hit came in there and all, and it resulted in quite a bit of damage. Almost double digits, just a little shy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, these two teams not very well known. We're not going to be seeing the absolute cleanest play like you might see with, a Corey level as the one boom does come out. We got a Hunter Jockey Smoker. They're going to go ahead and send the hit. Oh, look at the double cap on the front line. Trying to take care. Do not trigger the car alarm. They do him to away the jockey, but look at all the smoke damage in the meantime. And yeah, look, these teams, especially Resilience, letting a bit through here so far, but they've got so much to prove, MK, and they've actually proved a lot already here at the NA Reboot tournament.
If I've been calling him the wrong name this whole time, not
I thought that, okay, look, I thought that they just misspelled Resilience, but also I can see it being Resilence. When you're dealing with Peruvian teams, it's kind of hard to know.
And the first tank of the game for Nolohc into the hands of Lang, and his teammates will be Kairu, Icer, and Wolves. What do you think the other side for us? Which I'm not quite sure what it
is. For Resilience, we've got Dreams, Asla, Ko, and Canner. And you'll see they did get the 76% tank, which of course, a little bit less decision making involved in that 81% tank, as we saw last time we casted here on Dead Before Dawn, I do believe. But it's going to be a little bit more straightforward, but I'm still really interested to see how this plays out. Resilience, they have let some major hits through for a lot of damage. This tank needs to be good. And right away, the Hunter's going to land, immediately getting the corner. Ooh, I spoke a little too soon on that being a corner. 2,800 HP for Lang left, and we got a road to stay. Wait, she actually goes as it keeps fighting him, but she gets hit with the wrong charge, smacking down Resilience. Struggling in another wrong with an end cap. Oh my god, Lang is still not dead. I do believe this is maybe team captain here, Lang. He's definitely been in all the matches that we've scrimmed against him with 404 alongside Wolves as well. And these guys are scary here for Nolohc.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty well. Like you said, they were a little unknown coming into this tournament. I wasn't familiar with much of any of them, to be honest. I just seen Wolves before, and I do remember seeing Icer, but not them together on the team that they're on. And believe it or not, they are 3-1 right now. Getting a victory puts them 4-1, guaranteed a playoff spot. Pound spit up ahead. Smoker doesn't really land, but they just wanted the pound spit. Smoker gets cleared, and more damage follow-up to bring the bonus under 30%. And now they are going to be called. Well, they already were calling the rest of the chapter, but still, it's going to be 2 survivors calling. 1 set of pills will not be enough to keep the momentum up, even though he pops it right away. Down through the hole, and the next hit should come right around the tunnel. I'm not quite sure what's going to get here. Fight cap a bit? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is going to be the Tricap Spit. Charge, just rolling it in. This hits a question mark for me for Nolok so far. I think they could have been a little bit more patient, but even still, Dream still gets hit by the Spit. It also blocks Rochelle. And the upside of this hit from Nolok, because they sent it so fast, yeah, that location kind of sucks. But they might be able to hit before... Yeah, it looks like they're definitely going to be able to hit before Resilience gets inside. If that's what that they want to do. Right now I'm looking at, yeah, 3-1 with Boom. They're going to hit from behind. But there are some Resiliences ready. And this is 2 misses in a row out of Nolohc. And is giving Resilience a lot of range to be able to recover pretty painlessly. Because they're just going to hole up in this tunnel now. I mean, these SIs are still just hanging out in the back line, not really doing a whole lot.
They really wanted to try to get Ellis, but I think it was too late already. So eventually the Boomer just stacks. Oh, look at this. The Charger gets the spawn. He gets the double, but he gets cleared quick enough that... Oh, the Hunter gets some scratches too. All right. They can tip some under 200. That turns out pretty well, but that was impressive how they cleared that Charger so quick while the spawns are coming in at the same time. So 92 remains, and I think it's just one more cool hit. Unless they get an in-tap and all. It looks like it's about to be done for.
Okay, yeah, I mean, the spawns are lingering a bit. It is a Charger jockey. Okay, they're going to go ahead and pre-spit. I like that. Boom gets a side spawn. Charger gets escort. Escorts his target out of the spit and then dies, which isn't typically what you want to be doing. We got a jockey, lands on the head for just a brief moment, and Resilience here showing some resilience of their own with 175 bonus that they've managed to hold on to. There's still a spit alive. There's still some SIs coming up, but they're pretty close.
God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Safe house!
There's the last spawn here for Nolok. Charger, Hunter, Smoker. Spit got picked, but it already launched. And look at it. It actually travels over to Dreams and gets him. That's crazy.
Insane. Look at this.
Oh! And a wall charge. Okay.
Hey, that's 50 damage they got out of that. Just about.
Yeah.
You know, that's something, but that spit spread on top of the electrical, but that's ridiculous. That spit hit on the ground. I clearly saw it and all, and it's just like, you know what?
Yep.
We're gonna migrate over here and grab the survivor hiding on top of this.
Yeah, my spit won't spread over a piece of like cardboard on the floor, but this guy's will go all the way up over some crazy electrical stuff. But like you were saying, Nolohc here, they are 3-1. This has kind of been a Cinderella story for them. They'd love to have the happily ever after ending, making it into playoffs with like a very clean 4-1. This is really going to be a huge decider for them. First half of that round looks very positive for Nolok. They got a ton of damage in, particularly hit, I want to say 2 was just nasty around the alarm, but then they kind of lost steam. Interested to see what Resilience is going to be able to do on their SI side. There's a lot of different things that could happen. You know, we could have a couple 100-point lead for Nolok. We could also have the tank wipe on the other end. Smoker, charge will be dodged. Nice movement by Ellis. Does get jockeyed here for a moment, but gets cleared quick. One boom. That's going to wrap it up.
Yeah, not much comes out. Mainly all on the 2 survivors. Still to it. Perfect 100. They get onto the street. Pushing down, but there's just not as many. Okay, I take it back now. There is about 4 commons chasing from behind. This wasn't as much as the other side is, so I think they'll be ready to take these spawns. So it looks at least at this moment, Nolohc cleaning up the commons a little bit better than Resilience as far as in between the spawns before the attack gets up. The other side were common lost when they took this hit, so this one should be a little bit easier to take for the survivors. They have separation here. Oh my gosh, nope, not going to work out that way. Good try though from the special infected, but nobody able to win their 1v1, and pretty much no damage comes out. But I would have liked to see them stack on like one or 2 survivors instead of trying to all go for their own.
Yeah. Really, I mean, look, if they take this tank up forward like they should, there's no hittables. This early damage is really important. We got 2 players sitting on 100. Boom does come out. They kind of open up this alarm car scenario. Jockey hopping around. Hunter does land. Smoker on the other side. Takes a little bit to get cleared. But all things considered, they, don't trigger the car alarm. They don't take a ton of damage. But, okay, they shoot it now. But I think that was intentional. He's shooting it on... yeah, you get all these comments behind you. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that was... I don't see how that wasn't intentional. And Nolok just sets up right here. Great spot to try to defuse the next hit out of Resilience.
Yeah, there is one issue going on right now, and that, I don't know, they might have to back up and regroup because the ammo on the survivors is not good.
Oh.
The shotgun. Shotgun's pretty low. And they're going to have to go back. I don't know if the special infected are ready for that or not. Trying to look where they're at.
It's funny because it looks like two of them have plenty of ammo and two of them have no... Like, the Mac and the pump are both completely fine on ammo, but then Wolf and Lang, the Mac and the... Okay, so Lang does get the pump, and he gets the Mac. Okay, I was kind of like, what's going on? But there is an easy fix to that. Fortunately for Nolok, still got a hit, though, to reckon with. Charger Jock, 2-2.
Boomer tried. Not going to work out. Charger. Really ambitious. They had to try. Oh, look at this. Some standing spit. They're swimming in it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's good damage.
They bought enough time for the tank to get across. He's got 6k HP, and they even got damage. So, in my opinion, that is, in particular, a huge win for Resilience. But still, the damage is not really stacking up compared to how Resilience got hit on their survivor side. Gonna need this tank to be good, but I mean, we've seen, for example, Hikori. Remember, they had that one player who did 0 tank damage just because he was killing all the SIs. Something like that, and can really facilitate a no-hitter tank quite easily for Nolohc here. See if it happens.
Interesting that they send the
Yeah.
smoker in to die. Tank's pushing a little bit for some. Okay, he backs off. They can't kill the hunter. They'd have the boomer. Now, one thing I do like that Nolok has done here now is that they have 2 pump shotguns, which is the right way to play this, because you need to back up with 2 shotguns, not just one. One has to be farther back, one has to be by the Uzis, but no one's by the Uzis right now watching them.
Right.
The hunter could lead this off. Okay, they're closer together. Now they're doing the right thing. Hunter in the back. They're backing up quite nicely, down to 4K. Shotgun needs to cover the Uzis as they keep backing up here. And, oh, they shut him down. They're doing the right thing. Nolok shuts it down, but one thing lands. The Charger saves this. It's going to be the in cap because of the Charger. But, wow, the survivors did play that well up until that happened. And I don't know if Ko is going to be able to drag this out much longer. No, it looks like he's just going to die out with one in cap. Maybe another. Oh, he gets one more rock. And he is deceased. Well played by the survivors, but the Chargers save that big time now. That Charger misses, that's a no-hitter.
I thought it was really well done, the way that Nolok blocks spawns. They had Coach Lang running forward quite a bit, honestly. Like, it was really a huge amount that he ran. And he was, in that power position where he needed to get shutdowns if they came in. And he lets the Charger through. So it is going to culminate into a lot of damage for that reason. But otherwise, I mean, they were looking all right. Still got 560 bonus here. Keep in mind, Resilience only walked in with 140. So there's still a lot of room. Even if Nolok eats one of these hits, they can still be up by quite a bit here after Chapter 1. But not a no-hitter.
The charge will land, so the spitter.
Ooh, double spit.
Yep, gets a scratch as well onto Icer. Damage drops below 500, but the survivors will be fast. That is one beneficial for Nolok. And they are poised to win the round. But let's see, the other team did put in 140, so there's about 300 and change difference, about 380 now.
Right.
But they still got a little bit of map to go, so let's see what the special effect can do. Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter. It looks like the Hunter wanted to get up top really quick. Smoker's trying for a pull forward here. And not gonna work out now.
Yeah, they're just gonna go aggressively. Okay, hey, that actually, I mean, look at the bonus. They're down to 465. That looked kind of comical with the way that Resilience was like, alright, well, alright, just go. But it got a lot of damage. We're gonna have the event started, and we're gonna have Resilience up before Nolok can smoothly and securely get. Yeah, look at it. Smoke pull onto Icer into the jockey in the spit. Both of them in the spit. Onto a land on row, which not the best situation because Ellis is right there to clear it. But still, I mean, they've knocked them down to 405. And this is the kind of damage that Resilience needed, and the kind of the damage that they weren't really expected to get at this point. Some tough SI areas, and they're making it work, actually.
Yep, down to 270 is the lead right now. If they're walking the safe into this for Nolohc, they have to hold on to the bonus. They're probably going to have to take 2 more. It's going to be tough for this one. The closer gets the pole. They'll get a little bit of damage. Not much from that one.
Wow.
But they do get it. They do get through.
I love the target prioritization we have going on here. Yeah, the smoker lands. It probably got a tick, maybe even 2. But everything else gets shut down. They had no fear of the spit. They just mopped it up. And smoker dies last. Sure. No big deal. They do get chipped, but it's only for like 10. It's not like a double charge into a smoker on the guy who's getting up into this and that and this and that. They just sever it right there with 1 smoke tick. I love this in-between spawn attempt out of Resilience, but Nolok was more than ready for it.
It was a nice attempt.
Ooh!
Okay.
Oh?
Wait a minute. Never mind. Okay, they get some damage. How much was that? That was
That was like 35
yeah.
plus bonus worth of standing split right there.
And they're going to be able to throw sloppy... Oh, this ain't going to do nothing. A jockey smoker. Oh, no way. I would be lucky if they
Unless they're using so much ammo.
Okay. Oh. They did get some damage. Not much though, like 10, but still it's damage. And the lead drops to almost just 200 even. 260
right.
To be exact.
Yo, okay, I mean, look, Nolok is a team that I just randomly happen to have a ton of, if not the most, in-game experience compared to pretty much any other team for the NA ReBooT. So, like, I knew this team's fire, but Resilience is really surprising me. Like, they're living up to their name, quite literally. I promise I'm not going to make that pun all night, but they are seriously living up to their name. I mean, both Survivor and SI, like, they were lacking in the first half, and they just keep it locked in, and they lock it down at the end when they're not really supposed to. So that was kind of sick.
And look at this. We go to the next chapter. We're going to have a late tank spawn. So the survivors will get to navigate all the way through the map. And this is going to be fought on top of where the crane is. The survivors are going to go up top. I don't know of anywhere down below that's advantageous to fight the tank at 76%. So I think the best bet is to back up, try to kite the tank around. Because, now, if you've been playing Left 4 Dead a little bit, you don't want to play anywhere where you're going to back up into a room where the tank can just take a few steps and have his corner before 4 shotgun blasts get off. That's just not what you want. You want to have some kind of room to move around as much as possible. So that's why I think you're going to back up there.
Okay, we'll certainly find out. Reloading. I think this is our second 76% tank of the match so far.
Look at it. It's wide open. Look at Coach is
all
by himself.
Open.
Wide open. They have the perfect sponsors. They have a jockey, a smoker, and a spitter. They could spit at the safe room door and just go in and grab him.
Well, you know what I'm looking at? This smoke charge setup that's been so effective. The smoker spawn on the track. Yeah, we even see the smoker there. Look at Rose. She's like, yeah, she's ready for it though, right? They shut it down. Charger dies first. Smoker tongue gets cut twice. Where was the spit? I don't know. There it is. And also, jockey not doing anything. No. More? Okay. We're going to stop it at 2.5. Not a bad start for Nolok at all. Love the heads-up play. Like, they've definitely adapted to this new kind of meta on that first hit, and they were ready for that. Should have spawned inside.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I thought it was wide open. You got to watch it. Usually you can't get it, but you just got to have one... Like, let's have the spitter sit there and be like, guys, we did it. It's there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But either way, 2.5 is what it's going to be. The Charger rockets off, almost gets somebody. The Hunter will find a target. The Spit will not be included, except for Nick decides to jump through it. So it's like they land the Charge Spit anyways, because that is almost 7% damage. Oh, he jumps in it again, the Death Spit. And never mind, that is a great hit coming out from Resilience. Phenomenal hit.
Oh god, poor Walls. He's down to 59 HP. I feel like almost all of it was just random standing spit. They set up for this quad room. Let's see if they actually have it. I wasn't paying attention. They do. So nice awareness by Nolok. Nice call out. Recognizing the quad. In comes the hit. Hunter try. Nah, no way. Charger does land. Doesn't quite get a smackdown, I believe. And they're out. Yeah, I mean, I was actually just going to compliment Ellis for the way he jumped on top of the landing there before the Hunter caught him to prevent the spit. And then Nick is just running all the way through it. And it kind of sullied that nice original play. But let's focus forward here because this is a very important part of the chapter. It goes without saying. But they're only going to have a Hunt Jockey 2-2. What's the move?
Hunter Boomer got to be together, but you got to trust that Hunter to land. The Boomer can't pre-spawn and get shot through the wall. They just got to be able to get it done. You got to time it, and they yield the stairs to the survivors. They have nobody down below. They're going to send everything up above. I'm not a big fan of this, but it's going to work out. Oh, the spit gets blocked by Ellis, though. So it's not going to turn up very fruitful as far as damage. They'll still be slightly above 80%, but still, I still think that's good pre-chip damage, but I think I would have liked to see that spitter stay alive, or at least die on the right order, because you want to spit to block them when they run back here, or get one more spit charge hit before they get this tank up.
Yeah, I would just love more aggression out of the SI team too. Like I feel like they kind of just let them get all the way across the tight rope walk, or the gangplank, whatever you want to call it. But we got another quad here for Resilience, and Nolok is like kind of spreading around, going to block spawns, just staying put. And Rochelle's gonna go reposition. Is she gonna bring it in here? I almost feel okay. I would love a boom and maybe like a spit. Like I don't feel like this is a great place for a quad. They do have a charge to try to make it work. They just go and bring in the tank. So it's just gonna be 3 cappers, no hunts. Jockey's waiting for the first player to run out. He grabs him. Charger ready to protect after he gets some juicy smacks. The spit and the smoke as well. What was I talking about? That's exactly what you want. For this tank, down goes Ellis. I mean, look at the jockey. He's literally gonna no. Coach actually doesn't go down, but this is close enough. I mean, this is an absolute disaster here for Nolohc. Resilience popping off. Dreams managed to hold on to 4K. He's going. I don't know about the pub grind though. It's kind of my issue. Like we're really committing to this pub grind angle instead of killing the survivors who aren't down. Yes, that's a good start. Kills Wolves here. We got the one boom. We got more pub grind. Okay, she's gonna finish him off. Okay, 1700 HP left with 2 survivors. I didn't like it, but I think it's gonna work just fine. It's a double smack. Finishes off row, and now he's just got a temp health coach to kind of play with this food here for a bit. Well, I mean, it could come back to haunt him still. Like, coach can possibly get a pickup. He needs to play his cards right. He needs to bait it out. Okay, well, with SI's coming up, charge is up. It misses. Jockey is up. He misses the smack. 280 HP left. Icer is going to go down. They really made it as close as they possibly could to being a throw, but Resilience does lock it in, and you got to give, honestly, a standing ovation for the play right when the tank spawned in, those SIs. The jockey, I mean, it was like clockwork. The jockey landing, Charger protecting, he lands, I mean, it was disgusting.
Yeah, I can't believe how fast the tank got in there, though. The tank was there instantly. That is a rough tank spawn. And even though Resilience wipes out Nolohc, they're going to have to survive it, and it's not going to be an easy task. So the Special Infected will be ready for that. And even though you get the wipe, I know they're riding high, but they're going to have to perform on the survivor side, and especially during that tank fight. No, I don't even know if I've ever saw that tank spawn in a match before, how far they had to go down there. I saw the tank spawn, and I had my camera on Rochelle and the stairs where the charger was, and I didn't realize how far the other survivor had to go to spawn the tank, because it was like, ding! I heard a ding, and Like 4 seconds went by before Rochelle showed
He's
up.
in.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, they had a long way to run there. I really would like to see where the actual tank spawned at. You know what I mean? Because I was more focused on the survivor. I'm really curious. Because that's crazy.
We should be able to see it this time around. I agree. I mean, this percentage in particular was ridiculous. A lot of times it feels like ultimately the tank is going to be fought in a similar place. Not right there, but backed up. But yeah, usually you don't have that inherent risk in getting there. So we'll see how Resilience is able to adapt. We see both teams, as a player is not readied up. Resilience is actually going to be the first to ready up. Feels like they've got their game plan locked in. For Nolok, it's going to be a lot more straightforward. I mean, pretty much any SI is going to be able to make it work somewhat. We'll see how much they try to pre-plan, but as long as they've got 3 SIs up, when the tank is up, it should be pretty good from the looks of things. We do have the Jockey Charger Smoker and a Spitter. We saw amazing shutdown of the hit from Nolohc. Let's see. It looks like Resilience is standing their ground, or rather Nolok now on their SI side is kind of deciding what they want to do. Smoker off. He's kind of just like back and forth between these poles. One thing is for sure, it looks like we're gonna have a rocket charge, which is no big surprise. Might be a jockey rocket as well.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna go back and shoot that jackass.
Donkey.
Watch out!
Oh, he lands in the tree!
Oh, he stole it from him. No, it was all set up and everything. Poor Charger.
Yeah.
Gets out with like what,
Dude.
60 HP, but yeah, that donkey spray is goated. Just saying, that is top tier, my friend.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it's
Environmentalists
great.
hate to see it. No, dude. There's some of the sprays I've seen while trying to cast, I'm like, I'm actually good on that. I'm completely good on that. But we are going to have a hit coming up, ready to go. Charger Hunter with the Spit Boom. He's going to go ahead and... Okay. Alright, Spit will land, I guess. Yeah, land for a bit. Charge, kind of awkward there. One boom. And the Spit is going to save.
Good call. I think that's a great call.
Love it.
Welcome in Lego John, KB, in the chat. Also the
Lego John, Cabello.
Elko. I have a real difficult pronouncing that one, but thanks for the follow, Elko, my friend. Glad to see you in. Fan of the channel. Good to see you make a live show. But all right, spawns are up. Smoker misses the pole, causes a little bit of distraction, but nothing else was really ready. I like this. The Smoker punk roll. Oh, it lands. Oh, they're focusing the Hunter so hard that a 2-cap lands, and nobody's clearing it. The distraction. Look at this damage piling up. No. Everybody was shooting that Hunter. Everybody was tight on that. And look at the damage they snuck in.
Everyone wants a melee weapon until you're out of ammo and 15 feet away from the guy that you want to clear. It was, I mean, where were the clear? This is just a complete deja vu situation from Chapter 1. On the alarm card, they need to tighten up here. The hit right coming up is way more difficult than the one that they just had a rough time on. Hunter, Charger, Spit Boom. This is a pretty damn scary hit. Lots of different options for the charge. He could go absolutely crazy and go for like some kind of gangplank full charge. He could obviously just get a stairwell charge, which is insanely strong. They are safekeeping that down low level, the ground floor with the charge. Hunter, in the meantime, giving noise cues up above, trying to bait Ellis into a 1v1. Still alive to tell the tale. But look at that MK, he just gets to go. And the in-between spot is just going to be a stumble. Oh my god, I don't know. Okay. Hey, it worked for Resilience. They do get knocked down into the stumble there for a second, or into the spit there for a second, but no big deal.
Everybody's still green. They're looking good, but that's a lot of pre-tank chip damage. I gotta be honest and all that is a lot. But they're gonna go into this tank knowing what they want to do. That's the difference. They know where it's gonna be. The only problem is they have great spawns for this, really. And look at, oh, but the jockey's gonna be the tank. That's a big game changer. The jockey and charger, I think you need them for this, and they're not gonna have it.
The spitter is an interesting little wrinkle here because I think a spit block is definitely in the future. I just don't know where exactly he's thinking. I don't know if Resilience is going to choose to run through it. I think that a spit block could be, especially when we saw how close, like, here's the tank, smoke pool. Are we going to see that spit block? Look at Resilience. Take it away, MK. What's going on?
They are pushing forward. They're not going to run back. They're going to take the tank here. That means they're going to have to sack the spitter if they want a full hit. And they're going to kill the spitter. They might run back now. Oh, the tank's behind them. Yeah, the tank's behind them. Going back is no longer an option. This is where they're going to fight it. And the survivors are pushing forward. They have a better area here if they could get out into the open. But they're not. They're going to be cut off by the tank. No, he backs off, and the survivors retreat. Okay, the tank just got juked now.
Whoa.
The survivors can run. Oh, okay, they can't. They're going to fight it here. Oh, what a punch from the tank onto Rochelle. Misses a punch there. Pull onto Nick. He'll take it. 4,000 HP. Another punch onto Nick. 2.6. Another punch onto Nick. 2.1. In cap at 1,300. This charger is useless. He completely misses. The jockey lands. He gets the clear. The tank does get Ellis cornered, and they're going to survive. Maybe 2 in caps, not even. And Resilience is going to survive. Let's see what the point delta will be upon pickup. 347 left, and they still stay at the spot where the tank spawned. They don't got to navigate the map again. What a call, nah.
Dude, that blew my mind. That was crazy. I love the aggression out of Resilience, not slinking back, just pushing forward. That was not what I expected. It worked out. Hunter spit still gonna be an issue here. You know, Ellis tries his best to bait it out. Smoker, let's pull him through. We got some people standing in spit as well. We need to try to preserve this 303 bonus. I mean, come on. We still got 100 distance as well to get in, but that 303 bonus, they've got, you know, one more hit here that they have to deal with. They need to do their best to not lose any more.
I agree. They definitely do, and this is going to be probably better spawns for the special infected. Very short drop from the ceiling onto them. The only thing is the survivors can control how they want to navigate this tunnel here to try to negate most damage onto their points, which right now I would say is going to be Rochelle and Nick, because their damage bonus. And the charger will completely miss. The spitter won't get anything except for under Rochelle. Some standing spit damage, and they'll walk in with 248 unless somebody takes some more damage, and they're going to take the lead by about that much, a little bit less, like 220 something.
Bad at all. I mean, damn, Resilience cannot be upset. I mean, think about the hit that they tanked just out of nowhere. That was like, oh man, and they recovered from it. They honestly, they did a great job managing the stairwell. I felt like, I mean, it wasn't a completely perfect take, but they did a great job at manipulating Nolok, and also not being thrown off guard. Like the in-between charge spawn, that dude was ready for it. He sidestepped it. It was nasty. That last hit, the jockey got absolutely lasered down by Coach, and then he's right there, right in front of his teammate, ready to clear the hunter. His teammate was standing up above on a raised platform to try to prevent spit. The spit didn't even come out on him. I mean, this was another really strong recovery from Resilience.
Yes, it is. I mean, they have taken the lead. The first chapter lead was in favor of Nolohc. Now it switches over to Resilience. Tank's going to be at 75% of the way through the map. Another very late one. It seems to be kind of the meta this week for Dead Before Dawn. A lot of late tanks. No tanks were before the button in this week, and that is wild for how many rounds of Dead Before Dawn was played, to be honest.
Right.
I don't even think in the first week it was either. There was no early tanks.
Yeah, we haven't seen, dude. I feel like we haven't seen that early tank in so long. But hey, this is crazy. I mean, 76, 76, 75. That's gonna be. It's interesting. I mean, nothing. You know, it is what it is. But it's very interesting when things happen that way. Charger Hunter, Smoker, Spitter as Resilience approaches the button. And the question is, are they going to let another early chunk through? Charge, on, standing spit on Coach. They don't kill the Charger. They need to be lasering down these SIs whenever they're visible. In fact, they didn't kill the Smoker. They haven't killed anything. And they've already let 2.5 through. Smoke comes through, more common. I mean, this is not good for Resilience. They need to recall that aggression on Chapter 3 and finish this off. Punish Nolok for trying this one-by-one strategy. This shouldn't be working as well as it is, and it's not even over. Beautiful ski, but this is a problem for Resilience. The spit coming. Look at how well Nolok is like calculating this. They wait for a common lock, and they spit on it. I mean, look at the damage. We're talking 17.5% on one hit.
Yep, before they even get the door open. That is a great delay. They're going to get a reward hit. They needed to go quick here, I think, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And there is no spitter either, so... And no charger. I don't think they have a good Ben hint, to be honest. That's the only bad thing I think they came out from Nolohc, but it's tough to kind of set up your spawns when you take that button hit there and all. You kind of got to just go with it.
Right.
You know, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe holding the spit could have been a major game changer, but maybe then they wouldn't have got something else. This could still work. They send one down below. Smoker will get cleared. Hunter eventually lands, but he's right there. He's right there to get cleared by his team. I love the patience out of Resilience. They took that early damage. They're down to 76.6%, which is just blowing my mind how they are at this percentage right now. It's another rough start for Resilience, but one thing that they have shown is that they can overcome those early deficits. It would just be nice if they didn't have to overcome those early deficits. Charge the smack. Should be able to mop up the rest of this hit without issue. Just a lonely jockey, but yeah, I mean, MK, what do you think? Look at this damage.
Well, he got it. The Jock won the 1v1, got a little bit more. But
more damage?
Yeah, 73.1 dropping down. Survivor's going to go down into the room. And if it has anything to resemble the last game that I casted earlier today, that a lot of damage came out of this room right here. We'll see if it happens again. I believe we saw almost 10% come out of this, which is pretty insane, because the common infected don't even have a path to get in there. And here they go. They're going to try to spit at the quarter angle. The Hunter, nice spawn. The spit goes out. Is it going to spread? No, it does not. And the Survivor team will lose almost nothing as the Boomer stacks off at the end. And we shall sit in this room for about another minute or so before that Recro Bank door opens.
I would love for there to be like extra awards given, kind of like bonus stars at the end of the tournament. We get to see like the biggest hit inside the danger room. Because, I mean, it's so rare for damage to come through. But look at it. Pastor Chris moment. Hunter lands. Jockey lands. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but it is damage, and it is them just about under 70%.
Alright, they're gonna... Oh, okay. I thought they were coming out, but it looks like they're gonna back up. Yeah, I don't blame him for staying in there. I don't think the thing opened up yet. Let's see, did it? No, it's not even open yet, so the commons are gonna keep coming. So the call to go back is good. They're gonna send spawns in again. Charger, not gonna find anything. They're going to get about a tick out of it, but nothing more. 69.8, and now they should be able to navigate the stairs without any spawns or common infected.
I mean, there are a lot of common at their back, and we got 10% until this tank is in. I wonder if they ever get past this choke point right here, and they just kind of set up and clear commons. It looks like that's what they've done. Except Rose pretty aggressive. Nice attempt by the jockey. I like the idea there from Walls, but unfortunately, it's going to leave his team without a fourth SI. And Resilience just gets to run forward. That being said, that was a tank, so.
And they do have a Charger Hunter with that spit, so this could be a good damage when they run back. It looks like they're going to try, maybe the Hunter lands first and spit stumble. No, not. The Hunter,
right.
The Hunter has got a completely different angle, and they got the Smoker now. So even the tank's going to be able to be included in this hit. He can spawn and pull, and he gets it. Oh, the tank does. I mean, the spitter does die, but the hunter and charger don't go. Interesting.
We got a hunter.
I'm not quite sure. And it's not going to be enough time for the tank to get to the other side to do the cutoff, but the survivors will retreat. And they're going to play risky out in the open too, Nol. This is the way to play it. If you can shut down spawns, this could be a no-hitter if you can kite around the proper way. We'll see if they do so.
Right.
Take notes
Yeah,
to what Goat did.
Yeah. I mean, when the survivors are all on the same page and able to properly kite while shutting down SIs, this is a disgusting area. He actually jumps up on top, goes for an E-Rock. E-Rock's a jockey. I think the jockey dies regardless. One boom comes out. Smoke going for some shenanigans. Okay, he's gonna choose not to do that. Obviously, you know, the tank being able to just jump in and be in like right there. If the SIs were up, he could have just jumped right in on Ellis. That is always a looming option, but if Resilience can manage this properly, and he goes, almost immediately getting a smack on row, and indeed he is going to be able to lock that right into, and knocks her out of the corner. Smoke pull, going to bail her out, but again, she gets hit pretty far. Maybe the Hunter goes for her. No, the Hunter's not going to do that. He's just going to take, okay, Walls here on 1k HP. That E-Rock's not going to find anything, and he's down. Wow, a bit of an underperformance here from Nolok. I mean, again, despite the early woes, I mean, think about it, MK. They were like 77%, right, when they dropped down the vent, and look at them. They still got 680 bonus to their name. This could be a huge chapter for Resilience, despite everything.
I completely agree with you. No, remember, they walked in the tank at 69 and changed, and they walk out 44.1. Just a standard tank coming out. It's not bad, but they need a little bit more right now because they're at the end of this chapter, and they don't have the greatest set of spawns here. They're just going to bring the Hunter from behind, but he gets blasted. Spitter gets picked, then the Boomer and Jockey die. I think in the right order. I didn't see where the Boomer gets popped, and now there's only one hit, and Resilience 645 bonus left. I don't even know if they'll be able to set up for this last hit. It depends on... Nope, never mind. This fence is a plague to some survivors trying to get over, and they'll be able to get the last hit in for sure.
Okay, this smoker spawning was actually kind of worrisome there for Ellis for a moment, but he is going to be able to completely get over. We've got a little bit of a split, but they completely have vision on each other, so can you even really call it a split? They do eventually group up, but they're kind of in the corner here. Charge will be avoided. Hunt spit. No, gonna go for shoot for the moon there with the nice little spit there. Not gonna find the charge target because he got no one. That's gonna be Resilience walking not quite 1300. I'm sorry, over 1300. Let me correct that. Over 1300. That's a lot of points. 1328 on this chapter. I mean, don't get me wrong. You talked about it. Potential no-hitter territory. Potential for outstanding amounts of points. But how we say that a lot, right? The potential. But how often is that potential realized by the team that we're talking about?
I don't know about potential, but I can tell you what's for sure, and that is Violino is in the house. So shout out to Violino being in here. That is definitely a fact. But what I would like to see here now is what the special effector they're going to choose to do. And it looks like they're already backing up, and just the Boomer's going to go as all three ghosts are already retreating in the map. And the Boomer goes, gets popped, and they're going to hold W and get this along the way. I forgot that there's riot cops in here, but it's only cosmetics only. They're not really riot cops.
Right. So for Nolok, they are not going to trigger their ATM. They're just going to keep pushing forward, which is not usually what we see. I don't think it's going to be a massive impact, but Smoker's ready. Smoker's going to start it off. This is scary for the Smoker. He gets picked, and that's a lot of their re-attack potential here. Charge. Wow, the double cap in this spin, and the full hit is it was kind of a hybrid, right? We started off with the smoke, but then we get this huge full hit with all the common smacks continuing to drop down multiple percentage points while I'm talking. And that hit was almost worth 20%. So Resilience did it. They absolutely accomplished what they set out for.
Yeah, and the Boomer just going to sack quickly, and they're going to get a good hit from the vent, too. One thing better that Resilence is going to do here is get their spawn rotation right, and they have no desire to go here, and I don't know if it's going to be a quad, though. It might be a quad instead of the spit. I didn't see the death order before. We'll have to wait and see. And this could be another difficult choke point for Nolok to take, as Icer's calling the go-go, and it's going to be the quad, indeed. The survivor's got to be careful. You don't want to have one person left behind.
That's what I'm worried about. Some kind of smoker shenanigans. It's going to be up to Icer. The smoker, okay, they all go down from low, and they overwhelm Nolohc with charge smack. Down goes Coach. What are we watching? I love these adaptations from Resilience. I mean, they're walking into rooms that I've never seen before on this campaign. They're taking the tank in ways I've never seen before. They're taking this crazy hit in a way that completely goes against the established meta. And it's just throwing Nolok off guard. They are seriously... Nolok needs this really, really, really badly to get that 4-1. And Resilience is standing up and saying nay.
Not only that, I don't know if they're saying nay, but I can guarantee you they're saying no, no, to the no, no, no. You're not getting no points. Boomer, oh, look at this. They're a little separated here. They got to be careful. Oh, what up? Rochelle shuts down the Hunter and the Charger pretty much with a little bit of assistance. Not much at all there. If you look at that, just 15 damage from Icer. But what a shutdown. Rochelle saying, nope, we took enough damage that hit. Let's get to the room where it's supposed to be safe. Supposed to be, doesn't mean it is. Let's see how they take the next two hits. 51.6 left. Just shy 800 left.
Resilience beating Judgment and negative 101 for a 2-2 scoreline overall to this point. This would be their 3-2. Would it allow them to get into the playoffs? It remains to be seen, but they have to win this first to have a chance. The double cap in the meantime is going to continue to deconstruct Nolohc here with a random smoker. Of all things, a smoker in the doorway, as well as a jockey off to the side. Okay, Resilience.
Guns here.
They're at 44.6%.
Yeah, I mean, the bonus is almost even, and the tank has not been brought up yet. It's not. It's gonna look. I mean, I don't know what.
You're right.
What language that was, but I was gonna say it's looking rough for Nolok right now.
Yeah, regardless of language that you're speaking, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is a 50-point difference here without the tank, folks. I don't know how that even slid by me. Like, it felt like just a moment ago they were getting smacked around at the vent drop-in. I mean, they just have have continued to take damage, I should say. They really, really, really need to stem the bleeding because, again, these are two underdog teams. You got two underdogs in the same match, but I would say comparatively, Nolohc should have the advantage. So they have seriously got to recover here. They need to avoid a tank wipe without a doubt to try to get the comeback in Chapter 4 and perhaps the finale, because right now it's coming up all Resilience. We got a Jockey, Smoker, Hunter, and a Spit. Kanor is a Spit anti-tank, which means he can AI with the Spit, and he will not just do that, but he'll also block with the Spit, too. And maybe. He tried. Look at Nolohc!
They're gonna fight it here? This is interesting. No Boomer
I
either.
mean, okay.
And once again, an AI spitter. This is the second time in a row there was an AI spitter for this tank commit. I don't know if he's going to do anything. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. Let's see if it's a... Oh, no, it's a female spitter. And she's just going to die now. Okay, never mind.
This is perplexing to me. They don't run back that much. Take it away, MK.
Tank is in. Going right for Rochelle, who gets jockeyed.
Oh,
and that is... Oh, yep, now he just got to guard them. I don't think you can clear through that wall. And all three of them, the Hunter might as well just get the kill. Tell the double punch. Nolok takes the double. The Hunter takes the guy back there. And it's going to be a kill for sure. It looks like they're going to survive the tank. Maybe not. Coach is not shooting the tank. Coach trying to get the clear on the Hunter through the wall, and they're gonna
no.
wipe out. And now Nolok is gonna find themselves in a deficit by about 1,100 now. Not looking good.
Whoa. It's definitely not. Rochelle tried to tell her team, she was like, guys, I think I'm being gang stalked. And her team was like, girl, chill. And then she had to pay the price for it. So we go to chapter 4 with quite the deficit. We would definitely like to see an early tank if you are a Nolok fan. 65%, not as early as they would have hoped for. Is this going to be like kind of the Costello's food court area tank, or where are we looking at taking this?
Oh man, I think that's where it's gonna have to be. Yeah, it's gonna be fought in that. Yeah, because they don't have to go through the vent. You're right, and they have to drop, or they have to go all the way down the stairs. And I don't think if you can get back up the stairs before the tank can get up top and cut you off, so that's not even an option. But there is one thing to note that let's talk about this before the ready up happens. Now is if Resilience gets the win, both of these teams will be 3-1 or 3-2. And you know what that means, right? Since Resilience beat Nolohc, they will have the tiebreaker, and that means Nolohc is going to be eliminated from this tournament.
The Kingslayer moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
The math is math, you know what I mean? That's the way it works out. Math don't lie, as everything gets shut down nicely except the smoker.
But still, getting the team sweep, but look, Kanor also hit it for 129 while he was getting smoked. Nice teamwork for that one. Sure, it's worth 3%, but I still thought that was a nice shutdown by Resilience. And remember, their struggle has been the early game, so if they can shut down these first few hits and get into the tank, they could be on cruise control here. Jockey is going to land. Uh-oh, the start of a disaster. As she is completely stuck, the hunt is going to land, even if just for a moment. This is just MK.
Wow.
MK.
Reloading.
What are we doing here?
That is called getting a little too cocky, and you get caught with your pants down. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Remember when you go to the bathroom and you stand to pee, don't let your pants go down around your ankles, or
Nope.
that can happen, you
Don't
know?
let them.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
That's exactly what you just saw. Rochelle got caught in the back. I don't know why she's standing at the urinal to begin with, but that's what happens. Now let's see if they can capitalize. They're going to go in here. The Charger misses. Smoker gets the pullback. Boomer gets popped on the Smoker, so it gets cleared. And not much from that one. Finally a good take coming out here for Resilience on Chapter 4.
78.3% after 3 hits. It's pretty damn good for Nolok, but they've been in this situation before. They've been in this situation 3 times. In fact, this will be their 4th. Every single chapter, they have Resilience has let through a massive hit from Nolok, and they've still managed to recover. We've got Resilience once again, I mean, just going into areas that we don't see in the current meta. Vector Airlines, where they're going to be killing. Gotta watch out for the ATMs, but they're just smooth right on by everything. Dodge the ATM, a little bit of standing spit, a lot of standing spit actually, is definitely going to be kind of sullying that beautiful take by Resilience otherwise. But I mean, look at the adaptations here. It's not like we've never seen anyone go into the Vector Airlines area, but that I feel like I haven't seen anyone do that in a really long time, and Resilience just makes it work. I mean, without the standing spit.
No, well, the spit really wasn't really their fault. I don't know if you noticed what happened there. If the Jockey goes in, Hunter does land, gets cleared, Boomer falls up at the end, but it was kind of funny. What had happened is because Rochelle was standing on top of the desk, and the spit landed on the floor onto Coach, and the spit spread up onto the desk, the entire desk, might I add you, and Rochelle had to leave off of it and run through it. And that's the second time that happened for Nolok with their spitters. There's crazy spreads work out in their favor.
Yeah.
I wish it happened to me just once. I don't even care if it's in a hug. You know what I mean? Just let it happen sometime. But let's see if they can do more damage with this. Charger, Smoker, Hunter, and the Spitter's going to go in. Charger stumbles them off into the spit. What a play! High IQ. They swimming it down to 65.3. And Nolok's laying it on heavy, and man, did they ever need to. The question is it just too little too late?
I literally clipped that. I might steal that and put it in my own frag video and say that was me. I was all for them, because that was an insane play out of Nolok. People might not really understand how insane of a play that was. We got to go into the next hit. Jockey lands. but only for a moment. We do have this really... Okay, and there's the tank with a 1 boom. Smoker pull down is still a possibility, but I think we've already got a player on the ground. Yeah, we do. So he's able to protect. Nice setup by Resilience so far. I would love to reapproach what happened in the Richardson Sports Store, but right now we've got I Hire You lumbering towards their opponents. I feel like only Roe is shooting. Maybe there are 2 of them, but I don't know. I felt like a little bit of damage was left on the table as I Hire You still gonna have 4,300, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you don't. It's slim pickings out here for this tank. Charger, Smoker, Hunter. Charger with a surprise spawn does not benefit from it as he would have liked to, though. He will get nicked instantly in the corner with the in cap. Plenty of DB wiped away there. Beautifully timed E-Rock. We'll be able to catch Ellis with that, as well as a follow-up smack. And down goes Dreams as well for double cap.
No wipe for Nolok, which is going to be hurting them very badly. I don't know if that's...
Right.
They needed that wipe desperately. Let's see, still 428 bonus remaining, and they're not going to get much damage on the outside of this, or on the inside of it. Boomer just probably going to sack here. And, okay, no he doesn't. And we'll hit on the other side. Poot, nope, never mind, not a Poot, Charger and Jockey. But they only get like two good hits here now. They're almost in the safe room.
Definitely. This is a really important bait, but he gets stumbled. Instead of getting back into the vent, and look at him, he's going to go all the way down as he's not allowed to get back in the vent. Keep in mind, there is spit protection inside the vent, so it's absolutely paramount that he got in there, and that stumble absolutely prevents him. Again, I mean, these 2 teams are really impressing me. Resilience has been, up until this chapter has been rough for them, though. And it's been Nolohc who has been making a lot of those really strong adaptations. Charger does get shut down, again, desperately needing... well, not really, right? Because they are in the lead by quite a bit. But if they want to completely lock this down and not give Nolohc any chance, they really would like to get every last point of this bonus.
Yep. 357, just like the gun until he jumps through the fire. Never mind, we'll do some bonus there. 352 remains. Last turn coming around the corner. Charger comes up, Boomer comes up, Hunter comes up. Last spawn will be Spitter, 2-2. So no matter what, Resilience is going to have bonus when they walk in the safe room. Unless... Okay, the call to go. This Charger has a pipe dream. I mean, it'll be a distraction for the pound spit. Rochelle can't get out of it right away. They'll still hang on to 284 bonus. And looks like Resilience is going to put the nail in the coffin on the dreams of Nolok. Let's see what the final tally will be. 3,700 even. Wow. Okay, so let's do the math now. Add 700, 2370, or no, 2327. And that'll put them down, geez, still 1,400. They need 1,400 bonus to tie this up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for Nolok, Finale is still an option. But also, I mean, there were a lot of points left on the table. Think about how much health this tank lost before he even got anywhere close to engaging, and still he got 2 incaps. Charger gets in. Hunter's just going to be scratching away with the smoke. Going to be marginally better than the hit that Nolok got to start us off. So not really the start that Nolok wants here, but they can shake it off as long as they don't have any, you know, heartbreakers like we saw right up ahead out of Resilience.
Yeah, and they're making good momentum. Spitter comes up first. Are they going to be able to get out in the open? I think they actually are. Look at that. That's good momentum. They get out. The Jockey and Charger try to come around the corner. They should be able to melt all this without any problems, and they do so. Just some common damage comes out, and they'll hold on. And look at that. They still have that 1,400 bonus I was talking about they need now. At least about halfway through the map they'll have it. We'll just have to see what happens after the tank has been dealt with.
Okay, they get across pawn shop for now. Yeah, they will have no issue there. Smoke boom. Not looking like a very strong close quarters hit. Charger Jockey smoke. This could be all right, but again, no like multi-spits going to be coming out. Hopefully going to be able to avoid multi-charges for Nolok. We'll have to see. Maybe a smoke charge situation. I don't know what else, unless they just hold all the way to the drop down, because at the drop down, you know, that those could be some important tools maybe for the guy's not going to be stranded up there if he gets smoked, but the survivor side, okay, he comes in from behind, and it gets shut down very easily. Resilience holding their hit for a very long time for not a very effective hit, and Nolok gets to just chill for the time being.
The tank spawns early. Did they trigger the event too?
Yeah.
No, they didn't. Okay, no. Thought they did. I don't see the event moving.
I thought they did.
I thought they did too, but the tank is in. He's gonna go right to the survivors. He's gonna go for Rochelle. Oh, turn punch gets a double. Starts it off with a double, then with single punch. The Hunter lands. The damage is going out so much right now. Look at this, and it's going to end up being a wipe. Oh, what a finish for Resilence and 9-0. They've done it. That is going to be the victory for Resilience over Nolok. 3,700 to 2,029. What a commit.